You're not allowed to touch me by law.
Underlying health conditions, you don't have to wear a mask. Underlying health conditions.
I do not have to wear a mask. End of. And you do not have to challenge me either. It's against the law to challenge me.
I'm not going to argue anymore.
Yeah, it's against the law to challenge me as well. I'm not getting off.
Come on, David.
Yo! Who the fuck do you think you're grabbing? Who the fuck do you think you're grabbing? Hey, who you grabbing? Who the fuck are you grabbing? No, get off me! I've told you, no! Now get off me!
Or I'll get you locked up.
Now get off me! Now you've been told. Get the fuck up. Oi! Who the fuck are you grabbing there?
I'll spray you, mate.
What? You're not spraying me for nothing?
He hasn't done nothing wrong. He hasn't done nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong.
Get off me!
Medical conditions. Medical conditions.
I need to speak to you. I'll spray you. Get up.
Medical conditions.
Let go of me.
What are you hitting him for?
You're pointing at me.
What are you doing? Aye, little dickhead, you got moving.
I'll spray you, mate.
Lads, you're pointing at me, not even pointing at him.
Yeah.
I'll bring you one on IBX. Assistant floor level
got everything.
education, we're aligned.
I've got every bit of this.
Get off me now.
Mate, he's done nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong. You're on a power trip here.
Yeah.
You're on a power trip.
And I've already spoke to you and told you why I don't have to fucking wear one.
Let go of me, I'll
fuck off.
You let go of him.
Let go of me.
Get off him, man.
You're the one on him.
Let go of me.
You just bully.
You're the one, you're a bully. You're a fucking bully.
I told you I don't have to fucking wear one.
Off the train, mate.
By law, he doesn't have to.
Wow, get the
Underlying
fuck off
health
me now.
conditions.
Get the fuck off me.
Not on the train. Trying to get the
Spraying
cross
that. They are? What the fuck's he
Done
doing?
nothing wrong.
Get the mate, fuck off me. No, I've been fucking told. Get the fuck off me.
Done nothing wrong.
What you doing?
What's your name and number, bro?
Wow, you see.
Whoa!
First of all, I think the cop overdid it. That's me personally. I'm not saying that he's not doing his job. I'm just saying I think there are other ways that I've learned and techniques to get people on side. There are some people who are just going to be difficult. Anybody could say, I've got underlying health issues. Anybody, right? So he could just be like, I got underlying health issues. I'm not wearing a mask. I don't care. F you guys. I'm out, right? And then you've got the police officer who's doing his job, but I think he could have done it better. I always say this about English cops. They're fucked if they're by themselves. like they're screwed if they're by themselves. Don't show up by yourself. Just don't. Because I'm telling you now, you don't have the weapons and the tools to take care of the situation.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Now, I'm not saying they should walk around with guns. I'm obviously from America, and I don't think that guns are the first answer. I think in America, they should have non-gun responsive units, because obviously we wouldn't have the things that we see, but that's neither here nor there. People should be wearing masks. People should be adhering to things. Before we get into probably talking about the second video, you know, I don't think there's a strong enough message out there to make people do things. Now, I'm sure that guy on the train got arrested. I'm sure that guy on the train is going to face a heavy fine. I'm sure that guy's going to face some sort of assault charges on a cop.
It's hard to tell people again and again the basics. And this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying to Rachel. I think I said the other day. I was asked her, I said, over this 6-month period, can you tell me the basics of what we should be doing, right?
Right.
Start to list out the basics, which is when you're in a public place like a restaurant or wherever, or enclosed spaces, wear a mask.
Yeah. Wash
your hands. Use hand sanitizer. Stay a certain distance apart. Like, all these things have been paramount from the beginning. So don't act like you don't know.
No, you can't say you don't know what to do. The problem is that in countries in which you have stronger governmental officials, you're gonna have people like Putin and the guy out in Korea and so on and so forth who are just not with it. You do something, we're throwing you in jail, or we're beating you, or we're shooting you. And it seems as though the numbers in those countries seem to be low. Is that what you guys need it to be? Do you need cops to come out here with fucking batons and be beating the shit out of people on the road and stuff like that, and then locking them up because you don't know how to wear a mask? I mean, is it really that deep?
I think that you need to apply more force.
See, this is what I'm saying, though. This is why cops here are fucked, because he can't go but too far. Because the moment he starts punching dude up, because here's the thing, that's what's happening in these other countries. I seen a video that a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, sent us of in Africa of them beating a dude with like bamboo sticks. And the dude's just on the floor taking a whooping. And I'm just thinking to myself, first of all, it brought me some PTSD because I used to get my ass whooped with like a little stick when I was a kid back in Brooklyn. But for the most part, is that where we have to go now? If you are ignorant enough not to follow the basic rules, then I have to assume by your actions that you are somewhat of a daredevil. Like at some point or another, I have to figure you're an extreme sport guy or something. Like you're into diving with sharks and shit. Like you like to jump off of high buildings and not have a parachute and just see what happens. Like you're that guy. And cool, like do what you're gonna do. But at the same time, police can't enforce any rule that they've set. But the government are at fault for how they've gone about executing the rhetoric for these rules. You know, when we talk about social distancing and things of that nature, it's not always clear. For instance, now the rules are you can have 6 people in your house, but you can still go on holiday. What's that? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why am I gonna leave the country, possibly catch COVID, come back, give it to somebody else, and keep the cycle going?
Yeah.
But I can only have 6 people in my house. I just don't. The two things don't correlate to me.
I think stuff like that is like, well, yeah, a contradiction.
Yeah.
Sort of the message. Then basically what I said, like in another group chat that I'm in, is that I said, my issue, right, is that people haven't even tried to apply what the government have said. So if the government have said you can go on holiday, right, then do that, right? If the government now say you can't have 6 people in the house, then don't do that. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
People always try to find an excuse as to why. People always trying to find an excuse as to why how they can get around the rules that are set, or what the government are trying to do. Now, I'm not Boris's biggest fan, right? Yeah. I don't like the guy at all. I'm quite vocal in like I don't like him, all right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no need to keep calling names about it. Like,
yeah, but I feel like if it was anyone, right, that we've ever had as a prime minister, in the current situation, right, and they applied any rule that you want, you would still have these people that decide, you know what, I know more than the doctors, I know more than
100%,
and I'm going to decide I don't want to wear a mask.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? There's always people like that.
That's one microcosm of the situation. When we move, I guess, forward, you had sent me a second video.
That video is mad. Like, actually, I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, I understand what you're saying about the government, right? Yeah. I completely understand. I'm not defending the government at all, right? They could have done stuff so much better, right?
Right.
No matter what rules you have in place, right?
I'm playing the video in my head.
You can't prepare for that.
Yeah, it's true.
That's in a random corner shop. Actually, I don't know if it was a random corner shop. I think it might have been a car.
It looked like a Londis or a petrol station or something.
I don't know if it was like a Londis or like a small car or something.
Yeah, it looked like a petrol station or something like that.
But ask you to wear a mask, and the first thought this person thought was, I'm gonna fuck
your couch. You know what got me about the video? Like, really,
it's not funny. It's
not funny, but what sweeted me about the video is when she like walked out, right? Like when she was walking out, the only thing I can hear is,
I've been kicked out of better homes than this. I'll be back, you black motherfuckers.
I've been kicked out of better places than this. And I was just like in my head, the way she left, I was so. Like, I was cracking up. I was like, wait, is she really fucking this shop up? And you know what it is? Obviously, the video is like, a lot of the time, what I hate about these videos is we catch them at moments where we don't actually understand or see the conversation. I doubt that they were disrespectful and then put her in a situation where she decided, I'm going to fuck up your wine rack. Like she put her hand at the back of the shelf and just rolled all the wine onto the floor.
The maddest thing about that whole thing, apart from her doing that, obviously, is that she put herself in danger. Like you're putting glass onto a floor
and you're walking through it. I was like, what?
Walking through it, and the glass is smashed everywhere, and there's wet surface, and you could slip.
If you slip, it's peak.
Like it's just. I actually think, and I'm actually being serious. Like that is a serious issue. Like that person needs to go to a psychiatrist. That is not right.
Yeah, that's some angry issue. How do you feel about if they were to come from behind the counter and like grab her and hold her till the police came or something like that?
In general, I don't have anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But someone like that, the people like that, right, are the people that are spreading this virus more so than the virus itself.
Right.
And what I mean by that is and it's like what I go back to like the beginning is if everyone does what they're meant to be doing, right?
Then the numbers keep going down.
Yeah, we have much less deaths and all that sort of stuff, regardless of what you want to say about the government, right?
Yeah.
So with saying that, right, she could have the virus. So
you don't want to go out and be tackling her to the ground.
Exactly that, right?
Like, only your face, like just to get you off her.
But personally, for that reason, I wouldn't do it. But if he do it, or she behind the counter, do it to that person, I'd have no problem with that.
Right.
Zero.
I think we have to like draw the line where I ain't gonna lie. I stopped hanging out with certain people just because of their reckless movements over this time, this like 9-month period, however long it's been. As you can see, no haircut. Like I'm just so like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna be in the house, man. That's what I'm gonna do. And it is what it is. And I got enough entertainment in here. PS5 is coming out soon, so we're good on that chord, you know. Just sit here and chill. I don't know, man. First of all, I always tell people it's not going anywhere. I think we'll manage it better over the next year or so. But I don't think COVID's going anywhere. And I think that you're right. If people just kind of, even without the government saying anything, I think if you just follow the basic hygiene rules,
it's like
and then add maybe the 2-meter distance thing into your repertoire, you would actually be okay. Yeah. But those videos are nuts. I'm sure there's plenty more out there.
There was a situation where in Manchester, they reported over 100 house parties, and they're not talking about little gathering with your friends. They're talking about actual
hundreds of motherfucking people.
Yeah, like 30 people in your house parties, right? That's so obvious not to do that, right? The government don't need to come out and say don't have house parties. It's kind of obvious.
But it goes back to what I was saying. The majority of the 6-something billion people on this planet are fucking stupid. Like it's literally, I don't care. And the thing is, if people watch this and you're one of those people who had a house party, well then feel the way you feel about what I just said. I just think like the reckless endangerment is more where I live on. Like, yo, that's kind of crazy. I know dudes who got parents. You know what I'm saying? They might have children. Mm-hmm. You know, and they're still slightly reckless. I know for a fact there are people out there who don't know the right thing to do and probably have mental challenges and things of that nature. And then you have people who just don't give a fuck. And the problem is we have more people who probably just don't give a fuck, which then are spreading false information. I know people right now telling me it's fake. It's a hoax.
Most countries that are originated from England, so I'm talking about, for some reason we have this arrogance, right?
Right.
As a nation, right? That we know better than people that are professionals.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're all fucking doctors, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We're all psychiatrists. We all know what's really going on out here. They're trying to lie to us. You know, and for everyone's information that will sit out here and hopefully comment, like, and subscribe. But for the most part, who have a strong opinion. This is just, it's my own personal thoughts. I'm sure it's Raf's own personal thoughts, but you gotta understand, like, I don't see the harm in following the rule. I see the harm clearly in not following the rule. I've been in the club, gone to the bathroom, took a piss. A guy literally stopped pissing. We both went to the sink I went to the sink to wash my hands. He walked behind me and patted me on the back and walked out. I took the jacket off. Like, I was like, oh my God. Because I was like, oh, what the fuck, dude? Like, you were just holding your dick, bro. Like, come on, fam. Like, so again, like, comment, subscribe, and wash your goddamn hands.